In this video, I'll be showing you how to build the veins of the kidney on OpenSims and how to put them all together so that it could look like the image we selected for our group. First, we will start by right-clicking on the build option and selecting a tool. Then we'll just press on the screen so that the object will be created. Next, we will duplicate this object by holding down the shift key and just moving it over the side, like so. And as you can see, it has been duplicated. Next, we will change the measurements of one of the objects, and we will just be changing the X field, and we'll put 0.903 so that it could be longer. Now, I suggest that you move this object upwards so that it could be easier to model the veins. Next, we will be changing the measurements for this object, and the measurements are as follows. For the X field, we'll put 1.894. For the Y field, we'll put 0.395. For the Z field, we'll put 0.449, and we can just drag it up so that it could be more visible. Next, we will be duplicating this object like I said earlier, and we could do that by just dragging it towards the side as well by holding down shift. Now that we have duplicated this object, we will start modeling the veins by rotating the smallest one horizontally. We do that by clicking the rotate option, or we could hold the control key and just rotate it like this. I'll move around so that it could be more visible. Now to start modeling the veins and putting them all together, it will be so that it could be easier. We'll be copying the angle, the position of this object, which is the Y field, and is 122.925, and we'll put that into all those objects. Okay, now to start modeling it, we will grab one object first, move it upwards and towards the side. You can move this object towards this side so that it could be easier and you won't get confused. Now we'll start by we'll rotate this one slightly, like so, and then we'll move it this way and downwards a little bit, and so it looks like that. Then we'll grab the next one and move it upwards towards the top, and now we'll rotate this one as well towards the right, like so. And we'll move it around. Now we'll finally put the third object in, and we'll rotate it as well. And move it and you have to keep moving this and adjusting it until you have uh, an object that looks like what we have in our report. Will have to look like this. Now we will be building a new object, which will be a sphere. And you do that by doing it like we created this object, but instead of selecting the tube, you select the sphere now. Click on the screen. Now we'll be changing the measurement to 0.536 for all this field. Now after the measurements have been changed, we will incorporate this into our veins, and we'll do that also by copying the angle for the y field, which is 122.925. Now we'll move this in here, and we use this to kind of like cover the edges so that it will look more like a unified object, and you won't see the edges of all the other cylinders. And we'll place it kind of like in the middle. And now we will link all the parts together. We do this by holding shift and clicking on each of the objects. And you can just click right here where it says link. And all the parts are linked together. Now to link it to the kidney, we just have to kind of move it around like so. And place it into the kidney. And now you link it by holding shift and clicking on link. And now this is the finalized kidney object.